Hello, welcome to Cardaji 7-hand game challenge drum. I've been telling you about how we used to grow our own food, how we made our ghee. I was telling you about ghee that we made, and ghee, we can see, we know that we can't keep milk for a very long time. Milk is something we cannot keep, and even butter made from milk we can't keep it for very long, and yogurt too we can't keep for very long, but milk, ghee made from milk can be kept for a very, very long time. So you can see milk which goes bad a couple of days has something inside it which is ghee, and that ghee doesn't go bad. You can use it for a long time. And there's a recitation about milk we used to learn. दूध पियो और गाजर खाओ, दांतों को मजबूत बनाओ. दातून कर लो रोज उठ करके, कुल्ला कर लो भोजन करके. सभी तरह के भाजी खाओ, दांतों को मजबूत बनाओ. तब होगे बलवान सभी तुम, दुनिया में विद्वान सभी तुम. सब बच्चों को यही सिखाओ, दांतों को मजबूत बनाओ. That was a recitation about milk. Drinking milk and eating carrot will make your teeth strong, and brushing your teeth, we used to brush with twig, small stick. We had no brush or toothpaste in those days. We just used piece of stick. We chewed one end and then cleaned our teeth, or we cleaned with the charcoal from the wooden fire. So that was a very early time. Nowadays people have brush and different kinds of toothpaste. We didn't have. So we had, but we still had very good teeth, using stick to brush our teeth. Now today I've been telling that we made our own ghee and our own vegetable we grew. Today I am going to tell you that we made our own coconut oil for cooking. We had a lot of coconut trees around our house. The coconut trees were very tall, so normally the dry coconuts fell down, and we collected those coconuts and we made coconut oil from coconut oil. We made coconut oil from coconut, dry coconut. So we had to husk the coconut first. We had a tool called pick that was very helpful for husking the coconut. We husked the coconut, then we had to grate. The grater, in Hindi we called it, our grater we called it khurchani. So we grated the coconut and coconut meal. We had to when after grating all about 12 or 20 coconuts, then we got a lot of coconut meal. We used to put in a drum or a tub, then use little bit of warm water, put in that, and then we cleaned our legs and we got just inside the drum or tub, and we pressed the coconut meal with our legs. Press and press and press and press till all the milk, coconut milk, came out of the coconut meal. And after that, mother used to wring out the all the milk and whatever the coconut meal that was squeezed out, that we fed to the chicken. That was good for feeding the chicken. We fed chicken with the coconut meal and all the juice or the coconut milk that we got. We had to leave it overnight. Leave it overnight to settle. Left it overnight, and then early in the morning there was a thick cream, coconut cream, settled on top of the water at the bottom and cream. So we have to scoop out all the cream from the top, then cook the cream that we got from there, and that was our coconut oil. That was coconut oil. That's how you cook it, and cook it properly. Then we get nice coconut oil, and we used coconut oil for cooking food. And that was very good oil. And the coconut shell we used for fire. And the coconut shell also used for making small bowls for drinking grog. So people made a lot of bowls from coconut shell to drink grog. That is what is used for drinking grog. And the coconut husk is also very useful. Coconut husk, we used to use it for fire, burn it, and especially when we had a lot of mosquitoes around the house. We had a lot of mosquitoes, and we used to put in old pot or old basin, put coconut husk and burn it, especially in the evening, and let the smoke. We take it all inside the house, outside where we were sitting, to chase the mosquitoes away. We used to make fire with coconut husk. It's very useful for chasing the mosquitoes away, which we had plenty mosquitoes in those days. So we always had to use mosquito net when sleeping. Mosquito nets, otherwise a lot of mosquitoes will come and bite us. Mosquito net used in those days, most of the houses. Nowadays people make houses and they put screens on doors and on windows, so most of the people don't use mosquito nets. But in those days we were using mosquito net. We didn't have a screen on the windows. We had a big timber and iron building, big house with 6 big rooms, sitting room, dining room, bedrooms, and the kitchen was outside, not attached to the house. There's a passage between our big house and the kitchen. So the house was very big. We had a big house, but all the windows were opened with a stick. We put a stick to open the window in our house. We used the stick to open the window. So we had no louvers in those days in our house, just doors had hinges open. Some windows has hinges they opened, and some we had to put a stick to open them. And a lot of people in the village had bure houses. They had bure houses. In one compound there might be 3 or 4 bure houses, and also the kitchen was separate. Store one bure house for storing all their food or putting their rice. Special place for putting all their paddy that they harvest from the farm. Most of the farmers in the village had bure houses, and all the villages in those days had bure houses. Most of the houses were bure houses with thatched roof houses with bamboo walls, and Indian people used to plaster their floor, the whole floor of the house, with cow dung and soil, mixed with cow dung and soil. That was done in those days. Every day you need to we need to plaster once a week, something like that. We plaster the floor of the house. That's how people lived in those days. I'm talking about 40s and 50s. Later on, a lot of people got big timber and iron houses. Then later on came the block. We used block and glass louvers, but not in those early days. So we needed to chase the mosquitoes away. I have one recitation here for about mosquitoes. छोटा जीव बड़ा दुखदाई, पड़े ना आँखों से दिखलाई, पहले आ कानों में गाते, फिर पीछे से डंक चुबाते. We could hear the mosquitoes singing bun, that sound they make. First we hear that sound, then we know the mosquitoes are around. Then we had to bend our coconut husk to chase them away. I got one riddle for you. What is it? This is a riddle for you. What is it that comes only once in whole of the month? What is it that comes only once in whole of the month, stays for 24 hours, and then goes away? What is it that comes only once in whole of the month, stays for 24 hours, and goes away? That's a riddle for you today. That's the riddle for you today. Okay, it's my turn. Oh no, good man. Hope you people have enjoying some games too, playing some of these games. I have a joke for you. There were 2 men. One was standing on one side of the river, and the other was standing on the other side of the river. And one man shouted, How do we go to the other side? The one shouted. And the one this side of the river, he said, I am this side, you are on the other side. So one is asking, how do you go to the other side? And the other man said, you are on the other side. So that was a joke. We didn't have a sponge mattress at that time. We had cotton in our mattress, and some people made mattress from the rice. We get clean the rice, we cut the rice, we cut the paddy, and then we have to, when we cut the paddy, then we get rice. Thank you very much. Bye.